Taking a live look outside, it is Friday afternoon. Let's get to meteorologist Clay Smith in the Storm Alert Center. It is Riverbend weekend. It's a lot going on, cranking up the heat out there.
Yeah, Latrice, we're certainly cranking up the dials a few degrees. We're already in the mid-80s here in Chattanooga, but fortunately not dealing with any rain out there. However, yesterday we had a couple of showers coming through North Georgia, and that led to some really nice rainbow shots. This was taken by Nancy Teague in Chatsworth. You can see Rainbow 1 and a faint outline of Rainbow 2. Just a great shot. Thank you, Nancy, for sending that one in. It doesn't look like we're going to have many rainbows today because rain chances are going to be very low. But temperatures, well, they're going to be quite high. We're already at 84 here in Chattanooga, 86 in Nashville. I mean, just a lot of warmth. Certainly feels like summer across much of the eastern half of the country. And as we go throughout the region, again, we have 80 already in Fort Payne, Dalton, 81 into Cleveland and Athens, still in the 70s into Blue Ridge and Murphy. But again, we're 84 here in Chattanooga, and looks like we're 83 here in North Chattanooga at Local 3 Studios. And for your highs today, I bumped that up since this morning. I'm thinking 90 degrees here in Chattanooga, upper 80s into Cleveland and Athens, 82 in Blue Ridge, 87 in Fort Payne. So it is going to be a hot day across the region. The humidity is out there. It's relatively manageable for this time of the year, but it is still going to be kind of a stuffy day. And for tomorrow, we're going to bump up those temperatures even more. We're talking 92 potentially for Saturday, 89 on Sunday, upper 80s into next week. So if you're heading out to Riverbend this weekend, which I'm sure many of you are, just be mindful you're going to need to stay hydrated and use the sunscreen because the UV index also going to be high in that 9 to 10 range throughout the entire weekend as well. But as we take a look at your futurecast, again, the valley looking dry today, but there could be a little bit of shower activity developing in some of the higher terrain in North Georgia or along the Cumberland Plateau. So Mont Eagle up into Grundy County, Blue Ridge, Ellijay, you may get a little bit of rain, maybe a heavy downpour or two, but for the most part, it looks like we're going to stay dry from Fort Payne to Chattanooga to Athens and Cleveland. And then as we go to the evening, as any of those storms kind of pop up, they'll fade away just as quickly. And overnight, we're going to be dry, mostly clear skies. Waking up Saturday, it's just going to be another steamy start. And as we go through the afternoon, a very quick warm up will be in the 90s by the afternoon. Rain chances on Saturday look to come at a premium, but there could be maybe a spotty shower or two in some of the higher elevations. Once again, that's kind of the pattern we're going to be locked into, but it does look like over the next 5 days, we'll see at least a little bit of rain in the form of some of those afternoon showers and storms, and we could actually use it. So we're running a 2, almost 3-inch deficit for the year here in Chattanooga of rainfall. We didn't have very much in May. It was overall dry month. So if we continue with this trend, eventually we'll start to see some drought conditions showing up. Fortunately, we're not there yet, but we're going to watch it pretty closely. And yesterday, of course, I mentioned it was the first day of the Atlantic hurricane season. Well, we do have a tropical depression down in the Gulf of Mexico. Doesn't look like this is going to become a name storm. In fact, it is going to weaken as it moves south towards Cuba, just bringing a little bit of rain to the Florida Peninsula. But if it were to strengthen, it would be Arlene. So here's another look at your Atlantic Basin names for the year of 2023. We'll keep you updated as we continue through the summer months. But the muggy meter looking pretty good going into your Saturday. So it will be hot, but not quite as humid. And then that humidity bumps up before really falling off into next week. And by the middle of next week, it also appears that we're going to have some slightly cooler temperatures. So we're going to have a hot weekend, slight chances of some rain Sunday through Wednesday, and then we're back in the mid 80s by the middle of next week. Latrice.
Thank you so much there, Clay. Well, the